everybody. It's Dominique.
And we're going to talk about New York. And can you tell me a little bit about what we did in New York?
New York was a blast. What did we do first? We went to NYU and met with their LGBTQ center. We met with Chris, who works there, and got a tour of the city and a tour of, I want to say, Greenwich.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Greenwich Village. And the university. It was a historical tour around the village, so we saw the Stonewall Inn, and we were on Gay Street at the corner of Gay and Christopher, which is funny because of Chris and also because of our director at the Casey Potter Center. His name is Chris as well. So that was hilarious. Then we also went to the Trevor Project and learned about what they do. It was one of our longest meetings. It was wonderful. A lot of stats and information. The different programs that they run, because it's more than just a hotline, which I didn't know about. And then we also visited ICLHRC, the International Gay and Lesbian Human Rights Commission. They do a lot of things surrounding, LGBT issues abroad. It's like not just in the United States, but also in like Africa and like the Middle East, Asia, the places who don't really get the most, not press, but like no one's talking about those people and their issues being LGBTQ. So we learned more about what they do, and then we also went to HMI, the
Hendrick Martin Institute.
The Hendrick Martin Institute. And we talked about what they are as a whole, but then we also talked about Harvey Milk High School, which is in New York City, and like the programs we do. Then we toured the Harvey Milk High School, and it was a good time. I had a lot of feels.
Oh,
I had all the feels.
That is fantastic. So can you tell me like one or two things that really, really resonated with you and that maybe you'll take back to Vandy with you from some of the stuff we did in New York?
Mm-hmm. First, Trevor Project. Learning the many ways in which they try to engage with LGBT youth. It stuck with me because they do a lot of things. Like, it's not just a hotline. And so it showed me that there are a lot of ways in which you can connect to other people and help them out. That's like maybe outside of like student organizations. You can help out in other ways. Like, I don't know, like with your Tumblr page, making sure that, people know that you're there for them, surrounding and regarding like certain issues, and just, I don't know, putting yourself out there and trying to embrace people and let them know that you're here for them. And also at the Harvey Milk School, that school literally should be in every city, like the model. It needs to be everywhere because they do so much for those kids, and they keep it small, like for the kids who truly need it, and the services they provide. And they are expanding, I think, to New Jersey, and so hopefully that goes well and it can go in more and more places. Hopefully one day it'll come to the South, because Lord, it's really needed. And I was so emotional because they just do so much for the kids who need it the most, and so they're really making a large impact for the kids who they're servicing.
Perfect. And the last question that I'm asking everyone, because this trip is winding down and we leave and drive 12 hours back tomorrow, is what has the Engage Quest trip meant to you?
This trip has been so life-affirming, and especially career-affirming, because listening to all of these people and what they do and what their organization does, and who they're impacting, and like the change that they're making in the world. It feels like home to me. It's like, this is what I want to do with my life. And that's why I came on this trip, to have this feeling, to let me know that this is truly what I want, like the work I want to go into. And it's done that for me. I know that I can have a student affairs background and then move into nonprofit work like I want to. I know that there are a lot of things that I can do. Like you don't have to stay, you know, in the field that your degree is in, or where your first job was. Like, I can do a lot of things and just like hop around and make impacts in a lot of communities. So this trip definitely showed me that I am on the right path.
I love it. That's perfect. And so I guess now we just need you to sign off one last time. Bye.